The Devil's Playground is a ride that not everyone survives. Welcome back to Fog Entertainment. It's Power Book 2, Season 4, Episode 6. The final 5 episodes begin here, 7th of September. Put that one in your diaries. I mean, I guess if you're American, you got this one a wee bit early, but we're here to talk about it. And you know what? I think it's the best episode of Power Book 2 in a long while. Definitely the best episode of Season 4 so far. Just a lot happened. There was a lot of deaths, there was a lot of drama, there was a lot of cliffhangers, there was a lot of open-ended questions, etc, etc. And let's begin at the start of this episode. You've essentially just got Tariq and Brayden acting as if, like, it's weird, there's not even a time skip, it's literally like the next day since episode 5 ended. We see Drew taking pictures of Detective Don Carter. He's also been tasked by Monet to do this. Her and Diana are away baby clothes shopping. But then Carter comes down, threatens Drew. He's obviously had enough. He's like, no one's getting any leverage over me, big man. No, 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 no. So what he does is that he comes down to Drew and essentially, right, bang, I'm going to follow Drew home. Follows Drew home. And this is when his corrupt NYPD task force break in to the Tejada household. You know, throw their weight around a bit. They steal a couple of the baby clothes. They smash one of the snow globes. Detective Don Carter receives a text that one of the casualties from last night isn't actually dead and he's in the infirmary. Right. Is this not where this is, like, so retarded? When episode 5 ended, you would have thought, right, the guys that they shot and presumably killed are incapacitated / you know, immobilized for the next couple of episodes. The guy that they shot and we thought killed was sitting here roaming about prison like nothing happened. Like, the don't understand. Like, oh, he's in the infirmary. Well, he looked better than being in the infirmary, man. I'll tell you that much. So Drew, he's essentially tasked here by going into jail to kill the snitch, and if he doesn't do it within 24 hours, Diana and Monet are going to die. Okay, that's a pretty big way to kick off the episode. We then cut to Kane and Noma. They're doing a meet with a congressman. Out of nowhere, Sion does a drive-by. Just Sion drive-by, laying waste into him. Doesn't kill Noma or Kane, kills the congressman. Is that any surprise? Of course it's not. They managed to get their money back, though. Sion, though, receives a phone call for Detective Don Carter. It turns out this entire time, Sion was in bed with the NYPD, well, the corrupt task force version of the NYPD. Again, it doesn't make much sense because as Detective Don Carter points out here, why are you attacking innocents? Obviously, Sion was trying to kill Noma and Kane, but it's just, oh my god, Sion's crew got caught on CCTV stealing the car that assisted in the drive-by, so he's pretty much banged to rights. Carter's like, you know what, I'm going to send you this address, it's a safe house, you need to lay low there. But as soon as they get off the phone, Carter tells one of his crew, the woman, to go and wipe him out, but she can't do that because she's got a disciplinary hearing in an hour. So she tasks Diana, who's of course pregnant at this stage, to go kill Sion. So this makes her go to Tariq and say, you're going to have to kill Sion for me, because obviously I don't want to risk the baby, which is fair. I mean, how could Diana even get the upper hand on Sion, right? Just not going to happen. And then this is when Effie strolls in, and I just don't like Effie. Just basically runs these two down. Like, Effie walk around like shit doesn't stink. She's a snitch, she's a rat. She's like, oh, Tariq, I was just looking out for you. I dead on. Absolutely dead on. And I think Tariq should kill Effie, and I'll put it up for a poll. Absolutely. But then she goes to meet with the Russian because she's been tasked with Kane and Noma to go set that pipeline in motion. And then what happens? The NYPD raid the Russians because Monet's gave them up as the drug source that they stole from in the last episode. But obviously we know it was Noma, but she's not admitting to it was Noma. NYPD get the upper hand here. They wipe out most of the Russians except the leader. But then one of the corrupt task force members kills the Russian, but Tate, Detective Tate, sees this, and that'll come back to bite him in the arse in the shape of a 9mm slug. later on in the episode. Tariq and Brayden then get the location of Sion's safe house. They go to his house, the safe house. It's a struggle. They manage to get the upper hand, shards of glass, stab, good night, Sion. And he's like, so Detective Don Carter's got you on a small leash, sort of talking. Tariq's like, I ain't nobody's bitch. Kills Sion. It's a shame, not in terms of the death, but pretty much everything that happened in this episode, everyone has either predicted or, I've made like a video pretty much talking about it. Like everything so far, it was so predictable. Effie, though, she says she wants it this life, and Kane's like, maybe we'll get out that life. So we'll have to wait and see. Diana then phones Tyreek. Looks like they're going to have a wee meet, a wee store, discuss, I don't know, baby names and all that good stuff. But then what happens? The woman detective who tasked Diana with killing Sion, spots that Tariq and Brayden were the ones that actually killed Sion because she's got the CCTV footage from the safe house. So she confronts Diana, beats her here to a bloody pulp, sort of booting her in the stomach. And it's like, have we just seen the miscarriage of Diana here? We're not talking about, one kick that would still leave the question open. I mean, we are talking like she was absolutely booting the shit clean out of Diana here. Not good. Not good at all. Tyreek, he's making his way over there. We then cut to Detective Carter, who's meeting with Detective Tate. And as soon as, you knew as soon as Tate seen the corrupt officer, man, it was going to be all over. You knew it was going to be all over for Detective Tate. Basically says to Carter, your task force has been compromised. And Carter's like, how about you join us, the money? We can kill the bad guys and dictate who runs what. Tate's like, I need to think about it. Carter's like, there's nothing to think about, and shoots him. So Detective Tate has been killed. I think this is going to bring the return of Rashad Tate back, which I'm absolutely going to welcome at the end of the day. But yeah, just sad to see this character. He was a good cop, to be fair. And then Tariq, the episode ends with him finding Diana's. Would somebody fucking help me? Somebody fucking help me. Diana's going to miscarriage. Am I going to lose the baby that I didn't really want? Probably. So maybe Tariq's actually quite happy about this. But yeah, they were trying to lead into that maybe Diana's dead. She won't die, but I've got a sneaky feeling that the baby's definitely going to be miscarriaged here. I mean, she's literally been battered to a pulp in the stomach region. I'm not a psychic, but I'm not a doctor either, but my money would be on a miscarriage there. But that is it for Power Book 2 Season 4. A lot happened. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think the structure of the episode wasn't done very well, though. I think they tried to cram as much in as they could to this episode. They've done that, but, the writing was just a wee bit off. If it was structured better, it definitely could have went up to like an 8 at least, but yeah, a lot happened. There's a lot to talk about. We'll be talking about it in the coming days. Till then, though, peace.